Om Sai Ram. Devotees, with the blessings of Shree Sai Baba, now let us begin part 2 of chapter 7 of Shree Sai Satcharitra. Let us continue. Baba's all-pervasiveness and mercy. In the year 1910 AD, Baba was sitting near the Dhuni or on Diwali holiday and was warming himself. He was pushing firewood into the Dhuni, which was brightly burning. A little later, instead of pushing logs of wood, Baba pushed his arm into the Dhuni. The arm was scorched and burnt immediately. This was noticed by the servant Madhava and also by Mother of Deshpande, that is Shama. They at once ran to Baba, and Madhava clasped Baba by his waist from behind and dragged him forcibly backwards and asked, "Deva, for what have you done this?" Then Baba came to his senses and replied, "The wife of a blacksmith at some distant place was working the bellows of a furnace. Her husband called her. Forgetting that a child was on her waist, she ran hastily and the child slipped into the furnace. I immediately thrust my hand into the furnace and saved the child. I do not mind my arm being hurt, but I am glad that the life of the child is saved." Now let us see leper devotees service. On hearing the news of Baba's hand being burnt from Mother of Deshpande, Mr. Nanasaheb Chandorkar, accompanied by the famous Dr. Paramanand of Bombay with his medical outfit consisting of ointments, lint and bandages, etc., rushed to Shirdi and requested Baba to allow Dr. Paramanand to examine the arm and dress the wound caused by the burn. This was refused. Ever since the burn, the arm was dressed by the leper devotee Bhagoji Shinde. His treatment consisted in massaging the burnt part with ghee and then placing a leaf over it and bandaging it tightly with pattis, that is bandages. Mr. Nanasaheb Chandorkar solicited Baba many a time to unfasten the pattis and get the wound examined and dressed and treated by Dr. Paramanand, with the object that it may be speedily healed. Dr. Paramanand himself made similar requests, but Baba postponed, saying that Allah was his doctor and did not allow his arm to be examined. Dr. Paramanand's medicines were not exposed to their air of Shirdi as they remained intact, but he had the good fortune of getting a darshana of Baba. Bhagoji was allowed to treat the hand daily. After some days, the arm healed and all were happy. Still, we do not know whether any trace of pain was left or not. Every morning, Bhagoji went through his program of loosening the pattis, massaging his arm with ghee and tightly bandaging it again. This went on till Sai Baba's samadhi, that is death. Sai Baba, a perfect siddha as he was, did not really want this treatment, but out of love to his devotee, he allowed the upasana, service of Bhagoji, to go on uninterrupted all along. When Baba started for Lendi, Bhagoji held an umbrella over him and accompanied him. Every morning, Baba sat near the post close to the Dhuni. Bhagoji was present and started his service. Bhagoji was a sinner in his past birth. He was suffering from leprosy. His fingers had shrunk. His body was full of pus and smelling badly. Though outwardly he seemed so unfortunate, he was really very lucky and happy, for he was the premier servant of Baba and got the benefits of his company. Now let us see Master Khaparde's plague case. I shall now relate another instance of Baba's wonderful Leela. Mrs. Khaparde, the wife of Mr. Dadasaheb Khaparde of Amravati, was staying at Shirdi with her young son for some days. One day, the son got high fever, which further developed into bubonic plague. The mother was frightened and felt most uneasy. She thought of leaving the place for Amravati and went near Baba in the evening. When he was coming near the Vada, that is now Samadhi Mandir, in his evening rounds, for asking his permission, she informed him in a trembling tone that her dear young son was down with plague. Baba spoke kindly and softly to her, saying that the sky is beset with clouds, but they will melt and pass off and everything will be smooth and clear. So saying, he lifted up his kapni up to his waist and showed to all present 4 fully developed beavers as big as eggs and added, "See how I have to suffer for my devotees. Their difficulties are mine." Seeing this unique and extraordinary deed, the people were convinced as to how the saints suffer pains for their devotees. The mind of the saints is softer than wax. It is soft in and out as butter. They love their devotees without any idea of gain and regard them as their true relatives. Now let us see the story of going to Pandharpur and staying there. I shall now close this chapter after relating a story illustrating how Sai Baba loved his devotees and anticipated their wishes and movements. Mr. Nanasaheb Chandorkar, who was a great devotee of Baba, was a Mamlatdar at Nandurbar in Khandesh. He got an order of transfer to Pandharpur. His devotion to Sai Baba bore fruit as he got an order to go and stay at Pandharpur, which is regarded as the Bhu Vaikunta, that is heaven on earth. Nana Sahib had to take immediate charge, so he left immediately for the place without even writing or informing anybody at Shirdi. He wanted to give a surprise visit to Shirdi, his Pandharpur, see and salute his Vithoba, that is Baba, and then proceed. Nobody dreamt of Nana Sahib's departure for Shirdi, but Sai Baba knew all about this, as his eyes were everywhere, like he is omniscient. As soon as Nana Sahib approached Neemgaon, a few miles from Shirdi, there was a stir in the masjid at Shirdi. Baba was sitting and talking with Malsapati, Appa Shinde and Kashiram, when he at once said, "Let us all four do some bhajan. The doors of Pandhari are open. Let us merrily sing." Then they began to sing in chorus, the burden of the song being, "I had to go to Pandharpur and I have to stay on there, for it is the house of my Lord." Baba sang and the devotees followed him. In a short time, Nana Sahib came there with his family, prostrated before Baba and requested him to accompany them to Pandharpur and stay with them there. This solicitation was not necessary, as the devotees told Nana Sahib that Baba was already in the mood of going to Pandharpur and staying there. Hearing this, Nana Sahib was moved and fell at Baba's feet. Then, getting Baba's permission and Udi, that is the sacred ashes and blessings, Nana Sahib left for Pandharpur. There is no end to Baba's stories, but let me now make a halt here, reserving for the next chapter other topics such as importance of human life, Baba's living on alms, Baijabai service, and other stories. Bow to Shree Sai, peace be to all. Now there is a story of Kushal Chand of Rahata and the Nod. Baba loved Ganpat Kote Patil of Shirdi. He equally loved also Chandrabhan Shet Marwadi of Rahata. After the demise of this Shet, Baba loved his nephew Kushal Chand equally or even perhaps more and watched his welfare day and night. Sometimes in a bullock cart or other times in a tanga with intimate friends, Baba went to Rahata. People of that village came out with band and music and received Baba at the base or gate of the village and prostrated before him. Then he was taken into the village with great eclat and ceremony. Kushal Chand took Baba to his house, seated him on a comfortable seat and gave him a good lunch. Then they talked freely and merrily for some time, after which Baba returned to Shirdi, giving delight and blessings to all. Shirdi is midway between and equidistant from Rahata on one side, that is on the south, and Neemgaon on the other, that is on the north. Baba never went beyond these places during his lifetime. He knew exactly the timing of arrivals and departure on all trains. Devotees who acted according to Baba's instructions, that is their departure, given at the time of taking his leave, fared well, with those who disregarded them suffered many a mishap and accident. More about this and other matters will be told in the next chapter. Bow to Shree Sai, peace to be all. Om Sai Ram. Now let us complete chapter 7 of Shree Sai Satcharitra. Om Sai Ram. Devotees, do not forget to comment, like and subscribe on this channel. Om Sai Ram.